Pickleball just got its own feature movie, and the cast is stacked.
There has been a lot of talk about this on social media, about how lame the acting is and how it's just bad and how makes pickleball look bad. First of all, dodgeball wasn't real either, but it was hilarious.
It's real to me. This is Big Dink Energy, the pickleball podcast that's half insight, half nonsense, and all entertainment. If you love pickleball, don't take yourself too seriously and think a little trash talk makes the game better, welcome home. This is the place where life and pickleball intersect. We celebrate the chaos, call out the nonsense, and put the fun back in dysfunction. You're either in or you're out. And if you're still listening, you're in. So let's go. Big Dink Energy starts now. We're your private podcast.
Podcast for money.
We are the Big Dink Energy Podcast. We do have a sponsor. Let me get into the sponsor really quick. We're going to be talking about PickleCon 2026, PickleCon 2026 in Kansas City, Missouri. And we will be there July 24th through the 26th. And honestly, if you're not there, you're missing out. We're talking tournaments, clinics, vendors, education sessions, content creators, probably cotton candy, and a massive community of people who actually get it. Maybe even some street corn. Stephanie, our very own Stephanie, is teaching a booty on the court. And fellas, if you have not seen this booty in person, it is a sight to behold. This is going to be a dance warm-up live, which alone is worth the price of admission. I'm going to tell you right now, you probably owe us some money. Kind of event where you show up knowing nobody and leave with 10 new pickle pals that you can log in your Dink-A-Dash app for sure, and plans for your next road trip. So it doesn't matter if you're there to compete, learn, shop, or just be around my wife's booty. PickleCon is where the pickleball community comes together, and we want to see you there. Get your tickets at picklecon.com. I said picklecon.com, and come say hi when you spot us. So I thought with Kitchen Talk today, I know you all had to work late today and you showed up late. You ladies, I'm talking about specifically. So I put together a little quiz for us about iconic food scandals from the 80s and 90s. I am Gen X and I remember all of these because we are the best generation. And what generation are you, Steph?
I am a millennial.
Yes, that's right.
I like to say zennial, but my kids say that is the most millennial thing that you can say.
Yes, that's millennials trying to get it.
I refer to myself as an elder millennial.
Oh my gosh, you too. Just stay in your group, you know what I mean? Get in your lane and stay
with,
there.
The younger millennials.
Yeah, I'm not with the people who were born in 1999.
Like I never ate Tide Pods or anything like that, but like classification wise.
Okay. Let's just get into this. You guys, you try to make up groups for yourself so you can be closer to Gen X is really what it is. Okay, this one, I'm going to give you a couple hints and ring in with your buzzer when you get it, if you know it. This is all the way back in 1985. A company changed something.
I was not born yet.
Well, you'll know it. You'll know it.
Okay, we're
This
listening.
company changed something that had been exactly the same for 99 years, and America rioted over it.
They changed something?
Yep. That have been going on for 99 years. 400,000 angry phone calls. A protest group formed, and they surrendered in 79 days.
Give us a hint.
Those were two great hints right there. The last hint.
No, those were facts. I need hints. Like, what does the logo look like?
I was legitimately not around.
It affected every fast food fountain machine in the country overnight.
Pepsi, Coca-Cola.
The new Coke.
Coca-Cola.
That was my initial thought.
I got to it first. Coca-Cola.
Yeah,
in
they changed the
1985, Coca-Cola did the unthinkable and changed their 99-year-old formula to compete with Pepsi. Backlash was instant and violent. People hoarded the original. Where were you? Were you old Coke or were you new Coke?
I wasn't drinking Coke when I was 4.
Oh,
so
okay.
I guess I'm new Coke.
Again, I wasn't alive.
Okay. I'm sure you guys know what I'm talking about, though, and I'm sure you had
I mean,
Coke
I know what
since
you're
then.
talking about, for sure.
All right.
I mean, I've seen it in TV shows.
Okay. Let's see if we can. This is going to go back also to 1985, but it went on for a while, so I'm sure you'll get this one as well.
Okay.
This was a container for a burger that was designed to keep two sides of the same sandwich at different temperatures.
A container?
Yeah, the
like
container
a
was made.
Tupperware?
The container was made of styrofoam, and it was twice the size of a normal burger box. It had two separate compartments.
So is this a fast food place that did it?
Yes.
McDonald's.
Oh, look at you taking a guess, a swing in the dark right there. Yes, very famous.
Because they're the only ones that still do those boxes, I think.
Yeah.
Everybody else wraps them in the the little paper.
Yeah, they do the cardboard boxes.
And what was the name of the burger?
Big Mac.
The McDLT.
Oh, McDLT.
One of the most absurd packaging concepts in fast food history, a dual compartment styrofoam container that kept the hot side hot and the cool side cool.
What?
So why was that like a scandal?
Wait, what was needing to be kept cold?
The lettuce,
Like the
and
lettuce and
tomato.
tomatoes and stuff?
Oh, so
and
you
pickles.
would build it.
Yeah, you'd flip it.
Oh, your son would like that.
Yeah, you'd flip it and make your own burger.
Oh.
You had to assemble the burger yourself. This is a commercial featured a young Jason Alexander way before Seinfeld time, and he had a full head of hair, singing and dancing about the temperatures.
I'm gonna have to
kept
go
separated.
So that's kind of like how you do your own checkout at Walmart now. So that was like build your own burger.
And
Your own burger.
it was a build your own burger. And to you, Paddle Princess, it was a scandal because it made the packaging bigger, so more styrofoam, which, as we all know now, just kills the environment.
Oh,
Save the
interesting. I never knew that. I'm gonna have to go Google that.
All right, 1989 to 2000 for you guys playing around at home.
That's a big range.
This restaurant, I'll give you that hint, had to remodel kitchens, install special ovens, and widen their drive-through windows because this
Chick-fil-A.
box wouldn't fit through. Calm down.
Sorry.
Calm down.
I wanted to be a winner. No whammies.
Because the box wouldn't fit
they
through.
had to remodel their kitchens, install special ovens, and widen their drive-through windows because the box that came in wouldn't fit through.
The box.
Pizza?
Yes,
Pizza
you're on
Hut?
the right track.
Yeah, Pizza Hut.
No,
Biggest-
Pizza didn't have drive-throughs.
Papa John's.
In the
Drive-through.
A fast food chain, one of the biggest fast food chains in the world, spent almost a decade and millions of dollars trying to sell a product they had no business selling. Their biggest competitor in the food
Taco
category
Bell?
ran ads calling their version McFrozen.
McDonald's.
McDonald's had pizza.
What?
The McDonald's McPizza from 89 to 2000.
I had no idea.
No
Yeah,
way.
Yeah.
That is crazy.
By the early 90s, McPizza was in over 40% of McDonald's locations nationwide. The pizza took 11 to 16 minutes to cook in a restaurant built on speed. They get their pizza and ice-cold burgers at around $6 to $9 a pizza. More expensive than a Big
Crazy.
Mac. Yep. Pizza Hut ran savage ads calling it McFrozen.
McFrozen.
That's awesome. Wendy's is savage though. Wendy's
Wendy's
savage
is
on
always
that.
Wendy's is savage
I
on live.
love
I love
Wendy's
me
stuff.
some Wendy's.
One
Not
McDonald's,
food,
still
but-
to this day, unverified, but go check it yourself. One McDonald's in Orlando, Florida still serves pizza.
Really?
I want to go there.
Maybe Noisy Pickleball has been there. He lives in Florida.
Noisy.
We'll have to ask him.
Like, can you send us some?
Okay, next one. Here we go. This round, the points double. All right.
Okay.
Well,
let's
I'm
go.
already winning by 800.
Okay.
800.
800. So the next question is worth 801 points. The catchphrase from this campaign was everywhere on T-shirts, bumper stickers, and was quoted by literally everyone. However, the campaign was eventually pulled after a specific ethnic community said the mascot was a racist stereotype.
Oh, what year was this?
1997 to 2000. The fast food chain made a tiny animal their mascot, and it became one of the biggest pop culture phenomenon of the 90s.
Why can't I think of this?
Tiny animal.
A tiny
Arby's?
No,
Ew,
they
gross.
have the meats, but not Arby's.
Hold on. A tiny animal as a logo? As a mascot?
Yeah.
I have no idea.
I have no idea.
For you guys playing at home,
Oh,
chime
wait.
in the comments
Is it-
section. Yo quiero Taco Bell.
I knew it.
Oh, the Chihuahua.
A tiny
I love the
talking
Chihuahua.
chihuahua.
Oh, I miss him.
Yeah, a tiny chihuahua named Gidget, who said Yo quiero Taco Bell, and America
were my
collectively lost its mind. The dog was everywhere. Stuffed animal versions sold millions, and it became part of the national vocabulary. Kids and adults were saying it everywhere. T-shirts, bumper stickers, parried it in every sitcom.
We have 2 Chihuahuas, and we taught our kids that.
Despite the campaign's massive cultural impact, Taco Bell sales actually declined during the Chihuahua era.
Really?
Yeah,
They
by-
were the best
I
commercials.
liked the little Chihuahua.
By
He was so
2000, the
cute.
campaign was dead, killed by a combination of cultural backlash and the fact that a mascot wasn't actually selling tacos. The Gidget lived until 2009. She was 15. We got you beat, Gidget. We have our Chihuahua here that's been 18 years old 18 years ago.
Yeah, our daughter says she's in an urn already.
Yeah.
Oh, bless.
Yes.
It's okay, Bella.
All right, let's do this one. Nobody ever seemed to win the big prizes. Turned out one guy on the inside was stealing all the winning pieces and distributing them to his
Monopoly
network.
of McDonald's.
That was worth 1 point. 1 point for you. FBI even got involved, called Operation Final Answer. The guy who rigged it was the head of security for the company and printed all the game pieces.
Oh my gosh, that's great. They used to peel them off of the cups, right?
The Monopoly fraud
I think
exposed
they
in
still do
2001.
that now.
They brought it back a couple times, but not at the level that this
Is it
was
like
thing
QR
at.
code now?
Yeah. Approximately 24 million in rigged winnings. FBI launched their Operation Final Answer and took down the entire ring.
Damn.
The HBO made a documentary about it called McMillions.
We're going to have to watch that. We've been really big on documentaries lately.
All right. This one's going to take you way back, 1984 to present, even still working today. I don't know how because there's so few of these around. The program had nothing to do with a scandal. It was actually one of the greatest things a fast food chain ever did for kids.
For kids?
Yep. If they set a goal, if you hit it, you got a certificate that you took to a restaurant for a free item.
Pizza. Yeah, the book reading.
Book it.
Yeah, book it.
You get your
Paddle Princess on the ball with
Yeah,
Book
you
It.
get your free
Hey, I
personal
did that.
pen.
That was during like my era.
Yeah.
I did do the book it.
I used to lie on that thing.
Oh, yeah.
I did all the time too.
Like,
How to Win Friends and Influence People. You didn't read that at 8 years old. Just writing down books around the house.
I just like, Mom, sign this. Okay.
Here's how it worked. Your teacher set a monthly reading goal. If you hit it, you got a certificate with a gold star. Or if you were my wife, you lied about it and still got your personal pen
Everybody
pizza.
lied.
I don't know. I don't know.
Everybody
Maybe
lied.
that's the scandal.
Everybody lied.
All right. You want one more or are we good?
Yes, do one more because I'm ahead.
All right. This is for all the points. All the points.
Okay.
Winner take all.
I'm getting this one.
This happened in 1984.
I wasn't born yet.
You'll know it, though. Think back.
Will she?
This mascot took, this lady became a national celebrity overnight. They attack competitors for false advertising. This is one of the first they take on their competitor directly about the size of their product. The catchphrase got so big that Walter Mondale used it against Gary Hart during the 1984 presidential primary debate.
Yeah.
Unknown.
What?
We need another hint.
It was a tiny old lady. She became a national celebrity overnight. Her name was Clara Peller, a retired manicurist in the 80s. And she would drive around, open up a competitor's bun to find a tiny patty and screamed, Where's the beef? Wendy's, yes.
Where's the beef?
They directly
I knew
attacked
it.
McDonald's and Burger King, accusing them of oversized bun to make their burgers look bigger than they actually were. Exploded into pop icon culture so fast. Walter Mondale used it. But the scandal was that Wendy's had a square burger, so that looked different in a bun. And they would, on the advertising, they would pull their bun backwards just a little bit to seem like the meat was hanging out the edge
Yeah,
of
because
it.
it's square in a circle, so it's going to have edges.
Yeah, that's
But
right.
they still say, where's the beef?
Where's the beef?
Don't they?
Where's the beef?
I mean, I haven't been to Wendy's in 27
I went
years.
to Wendy's like a month ago for the first time in decades.
Why?
It was actually pretty
Was
good.
it the only thing open?
Did they have a
I was on
giveaway?
that side of town and I was like,
There's
I
other
haven't
things.
been to Wendy's. I'm going to try one of their burgers and see how it was. It was actually pretty good. Their
The
fries
Wendy-
were not that great. though.
Listen, the Wendy's in our town is next to the Whataburger. You made
No, I was in Killeen.
Okay.
Ew.
I was
Ew.
coming back from
Number
Cat.
1, ew. Number 2, also ew.
It's the only time I ever go to Killeen.
That was interesting.
Yeah, so tell us what you think. What if one of those resonated with you or you remember so well? Let us know in the comment section. And where can they go to let us know?
BDE Podcast.
BDPodcast.com.
BDPodcast.com. All the way from the middle of the mailbag. I didn't go to the bottom this time. We got something right from the middle of the mailbag. Right to us, Chris _1980 Texas. That's Chris, CRIS _1980 Texas commented at Big Dink Energy Podcast, responding to one of our posts from our Just a Tip segment. My coach once told me about that when he was a beginner. Ever since then, I don't stand in the middle. My husband loves those easy, nasty Nelson points. I refuse to be a victim. LOL. P.S. I love listening to your podcast on my way to Open Play. Thanks so much, Chris.
Thank you.
For putting us on your way to Open Play.
I love that.
Yeah. You should do that too. Put it on all the time. And then here's a challenge. Go share it with somebody.
Just the tip.
Just a tip. Quick pickleball wisdom in and out before you know it. Contact point. Listen, stop hitting the ball at your body. The ideal contact point is out in front of you, about 12 inches. I'll show you. Ahead of your chest with your arms slightly extended. When you let the ball get even with your body or behind you, you lose all control and power. Think about catching the ball out in front of you, not beside you. One adjustment, instant improvement.
It's a lot harder than it looks.
Yeah.
Just the tip.
It's time for Pickle Pals.
Well, this one's a special one for me because I get to talk to another Army veteran. And this guy grew up in Germany, played college and semi-pro football, saw a need for pickleball in his community that nobody was filling. Evan Stanko's here. He's founded G.O.A.T Pickleball, G.O.A.T Pickleball, Las Vegas's first and only dedicated pickleball retail store. From a courtside conversation at Durango Hills, we're going to talk about that right now from Las Vegas, the veteran football player and founder, Evan Stanko. Evan, thanks for being here, brother.
Yeah, no problem. Thanks for having me.
Man, this is a good one for me. As we were talking before the episode, but just feel a kindred spirit with you for sure.
Awesome, man.
So tell me about the Durango Hills. Tell me about the conversation, and then there's got to be a real need, and kind of how all that played out for G.O.A.T.
Yeah. First of all, my mother got me involved in pickleball. I don't think I would have ever played it without her being in my life. And she always played at Durango Hills when she was in town. She lived in Oregon, but she would come visit all the time. So I ended up start going to Durango Hills, and that's where I would go. I mean, every single morning. I neglected my full-time job to go play pickleball. I think we all kind of do at some point,
Yeah.
So
my job gets in the way of my pickleball.
100%. That's like a great shirt we should all make and wear. But after going there for probably 6 or 8 months, I'm like, man, where's everybody getting their stuff? I was going to a tennis shop here in town, and like they would just basically lie to me to tell, yeah, this paddle's great, this paddle's great, this paddle's great, and like, I didn't know any better. So I'm like, I'm going to, everything they told me to buy, I was just buying it. Like, okay. And now I would take it out to the courts. I'm like, this paddle sucks. Like, I don't like the way it feels. I don't like anything about it. So I started telling my buddies that I play with, like, guys, I think I'm going to go ahead and just open up a pickleball retail store. No name at the time. Had no clue what the name was going to be.
Right.
But they're all like, dude, you're not going to do it. You're not going to do it. You're not going to do it. Like, right. There's no need. Nobody's going to do it. Like, it won't succeed. And I've always been of a business mindset, and I'm really like a hustler. Like I'm always looking for the next way to like, provide for my family. Right. And so I spent probably the next 8 months not traveling. I was in outside sales. I was supposed to travel weekly, but I spent 8 months not traveling for my real job and just building community connections in Vegas, meeting people, going to different courts, playing, asking people, hey, where do you get this? Did you try it before you bought it? All that stuff. And all of them were like, no, we just ordered off Amazon, or no, we went to the other store, the tennis shop in town, and they told me to buy this. And I was like, man, this is not the way to do it. One, I don't think any of the employees at that store had ill intentions. They just didn't know because they don't play pickleball. Yeah. And they just regurgitate information that they hear from other customers. Like, oh, yeah, this is a good paddle. Yeah. So they tell you, oh, this is a good paddle. I was like, I want to do this where like you can come in, you can try the paddle before you buy it. We have a robust demo program here at the stores. And then if you like the paddle, all the money you spend on the demos, we take right off the top of the paddle, and you buy it and you walk out with it, that day. So,
oh man, that's awesome.
I was like, I don't know how that's how it'll play out, but you know what? I'm gonna take the risk and just let's go do it.
Yeah, and I was in the tactical gear industry for a while. I was senior director of operations for a company, and we found when we go into the retail locations, and like you probably saw at the tennis shop, whatever manufacturer came in and talked to the employees the most, they got the most sales because the employees knew or felt like they could talk about that product, but maybe I've never have used it before.
Right.
And I'm sure you're experiencing some of that.
Oh, 100%. And then just all the feedback from the people at the court is, I think, pickleball is definitely getting younger, but 3 years ago, pickleball was kind of an older player. Most, I would say people were 50 plus playing pickleball. And that generation wants to touch, see, feel. They don't want to order off Amazon and hope that they get something that they like. So the first store we opened up is on Lake Mead in Buffalo in Vegas. And I purposely put it around a bunch of retirement kids. So
smart.
Those people come in and they love it, and I partner with Sun City. Sun City's like a big retirement community here. Yep. They have multiple locations. They have them in Florida too. They probably have them all over the country, but I partner with some of the pickleball clubs. I go out there, teach them beginner pickleball, give them a discount code, and their whole club can use that discount code to come into that store on Lake Mead in Buffalo and buy whatever they need with a discount. So
that's fantastic. Knowing where your customer is and being able to serve them is so critical. It sounds like you're really nailing that. I love the try it before you buy it, because you go to courts and play and you see people with 5, 6, 7 paddles in their bag, and I think that's really what happened. Because I have a couple paddles that I'm like, I I wouldn't have bought that now,
Yeah.
but I did know I needed to get away from my Walmart wooden paddle as soon as possible. Right. So, carbon fiber. Yeah, I've heard of that before. So I'm going to buy that.
Yeah.
And it's wide and that means more hitting area. And so, yeah, I love that because that is one of the biggest challenges is the paddle, one of your biggest pieces of equipment.
Yeah.
You got to be able to try it before you buy it.
100%. And all my guys are quote unquote paddle experts, right? Every time we order a new paddle, say Selkirk releases a new paddle, Yola, whoever, Honolulu Pickleball, when the demos come in, my guys have the first week with that paddle to go play with it.
That's awesome.
Go rec play a tournament. I don't care what you want to do. You're going to go play with that paddle. That way, when the consumer comes in and they ask questions about it, you know what you're talking about. Maybe you don't like it, and that's not the paddle you refer to everybody, but maybe there are things that you do like maybe it's light and you have a lady comes in that's looking for a really light paddle. Well, this one's really light. You don't have to add any weight. Plays good, super balanced, and you can just take it out of the package and go play with it.
That's so smart. Yeah, that's what that company that I work for did. It was all special operations guys in the sales team, because if I'm going to tell you this holster, that pack, this piece of gear works, we're going to go work it. We'll go out to the range with you and try it all out and make sure you know what its capabilities are. So that's so critical. But so from people, other people that are out there that are on the fence about maybe starting something in the pickleball space, tell us about like the first year with G.O.A.T, like the highs, the lows, the things you were like, oh, this is really surprising.
I think like with any business, the first year is the owner's grind. I spent 7 days a week. Me and my wife spent 7 days a week in that store, 12 hours a day. And I would say like, the highs are like when you have somebody come in and they make a purchase and you're like, okay, like this is good. But you'll have days when you first start out, you might get 1 or 2 customers and they might not buy anything. So, you're sitting in there and you have all this money, and we did this as debt-free as possible, right? So we got a lot of our money into the first store. And when you have a full 10-hour day, we used to be open 7 in the morning until 8 at night. Now, we're not open that long anymore because we realized very quickly that people aren't shopping that early and they're not really shopping that late. Right. So we're open 10 to 6 now at one store and 11 to 7 at the other. But when you sit there all day and you only have one person come in and they're just like, oh, yeah, thanks. I was just looking around, Yeah,
the tire kickers, man. That's got to be tough. And then how much product did you just have laying around your house too?
When we first started, our whole house was just full of product, right? Because, anybody that's dealt with commercial real estate, you're at the mercy of that property owner, and they do not care if their space is rented out. It's a tax write-off either way, and they're in no rush. Like our property owner was, no lie, on a cruise in the Bahamas and would not reply for days. And we're like, we've already set like an opening date, and like, we have all these deadlines we're trying to hit, and that got pushed by like 6 weeks just because this guy didn't want to reply. So my living room and my garage, boxes, floor to ceiling, pickleball paddles, bags, balls, shoes. Everything's coming in. We don't even have the commercial space yet. So I'm having everything delivered to my house. Like Tifosi sunglasses by the case just showing up. I'm like, I got nowhere to put this stuff.
Hey, listen, if you're over 40 and your body is starting to file complaints, we get it. We live it. From pickleball to peptides and everything in between. Between the 4 of us, we've spent years figuring out what actually works. And we put it all in one place for you at bdepodcast.com/over40. That's bdepodcast.com/over40. Now, back to the show. It makes me laugh because we've been there with a couple of our projects too, and still today I can just go into any room in this house except our bedroom, I think, and just find products. Either someone sent us to test or we were trying to develop on our own. Yeah. So definitely know the grind there. And when I was in that tactical gear company, boxes and boxes in the garage, I couldn't give it away fast enough.
I think we're fortunate now. We've been around for a long time now. We've been in business 3 years now, and I think a lot of people know about G.O.A.T Pickleball and who G.O.A.T Pickleball is. And so we do get random packages that just show up now at the store, and it'll be like a small paddle business owner. Hey, Evan, they send me like a nice note, like, hey, Evan, would love to get your feedback on this paddle, blah, blah, blah. And like, I do my best to play with every single paddle that shows the store because I still play. I still play, 5 or 6 days a week, and I want to give them honest feedback and let them know what I think about the paddle. Not that I think it has like a big, you're not going to sell a bunch of paddles just because Evan says the paddle's good, But I like to give them honest feedback and be like, hey, this is what I like about it, but this is also what like I don't like about it. Like I see all the market trends in paddles, and it's kind of weird. Like if you've ever been into sneakers, the hype goes up and down on sneakers, and it's the same way with pickleball paddles. Like, you might have one of these reviewers, John Q or somebody, say something really good about a paddle, and it'll spike sales for 3 or 4 days, and then that will go back down.
Yeah, I remember when Agassi put his name on a paddle, when he picked a paddle, designed a paddle. I mean, that was the paddle, you know. And you could see it in bags all over the place, especially older guys like me who grew up with Agassi, grew up with McEnroe, and you're like, okay, if they play for it, it's got to be good for me.
Yeah. The one thing I'm surprised about in this business is how Agassi sells paddles, right? Ben Johns, his name, sells paddles, but for the most part, none of the other pros sell paddles. Even Annalie Waters, the best player in the world,
Yeah.
Just because Franklin put her ALW on a paddle, it does not sell that great, and that's one thing that surprises me about this industry, because if you go into you go into tennis and it's Agassi's paddle or Nadal or whoever, or, Tiger Woods golf clubs, even though they weren't good, people bought them. People wanted them, and in pickleball, like very rarely do we have someone coming here like, oh, we're looking for the ALW paddle.
Right. Well, paddles are so kind of just bespoke almost that to the individual player.
Yeah.
And to your program there, you've got to try a bunch before you land on the one that, can speed up the way you want to speed up, that can hit the power the way you want to hit the power, single hand, double hand, backhand, whatever it is. It's got to be dialed into you.
Yeah.
So I absolutely, I love that. So you were in the Army for a while and spent some time in Germany. Either the combination of both of those, did they help you with the tenacity and the building of the business?
I don't know that they did per se, but like I know. So, you were also in Germany, correct?
Yeah. Yep.
As a kid growing up over there, there's not a lot of opportunity for jobs, right? As a dependent of an active duty service member. It's not like in the States where like when you turn 14, you can go get like a part-time job in some states. Over there, like you're at the mercy of what's available. And the
government sometimes.
Yeah. And it's all government jobs, right? And they're not going to hire a kid, or it's MWR or whatever that's over there. But like, you can't just go make money easily. And I have 4 brothers and sisters, and my dad was an E5 in the Army. We had no money. Like, so if I wanted to do stuff, I had to grind. Like I went and delivered Stars and Stripes on base at 3:30 in the morning before school. I was out there at like 10 years old, riding my bike in Benjamin Franklin Village in Mannheim, Germany, like riding my bike from building to building and putting Stars and Stripes in the boxes, and that's where like I started the grind. And then we can talk for hours and hours and hours, but I got into sports cards and like buying sports cards low and then flipping them. And so I've always just had like this business mindset of like, I'm chasing the next dollar. Like I'm chasing, I want to be able to provide for my family the best way possible and give them whatever they need or want, And so that started there in Germany, where I was like just grinding. And I actually I don't know if you ever been to Mannheim, but there was a USO there, and on top, they had an empty like attic, and they allowed me and another guy, an adult, because I was only probably like 12 at the time, to put a card and comic shop up there. And that was like my first little business. And he ran it during the day, and then I got out of school and I rode my bike over there and I ran it at night, closed it down at 8 p.m. And but we made so much money doing it. I was like, this is crazy that nobody else is doing this. So we started setting up at all the different bases. We'd go to Wiesbaden, Heilbronn,
that's awesome,
Ramstein,
dude.
and do card shows. Yeah, it was awesome.
Marvel or DC?
I'm not a big comic book guy. The other guy was into comics. And so I'm honestly not even like a superhero guy. It's hard for me to get it. I know. It's hard for me to get into them though. My son loves them though. I have an 8-year-old and he's a big Superman guy. So
That's good. So college and semi-pro football, and then in the pickleball. You said your mother-in-law got you into pickleball. Do you feel like the sports helped you out with that?
100%. I think when you play any sport at a high level, you just have like this competitive nature to you. And it's at 43 now, I can't go put the pads on and go run as fast as I can into other human beings. My body just can't
Toby
take
Keith
it.
says you can do it one time, right?
One time.
Yeah.
So she would I know you would love it if you came out there and played at Durango Hills. And I'm like, I don't think I would. They're all like 80 years old. But I went out there, and no lie, there's a guy named Bud at Durango Hills in Las Vegas. If you ever played in Durango Hills or Las Vegas, you know who Bud is. He's about 6'5", and he's like 84 now because he was 80 back then. And he whooped my tail. And I'm like, dude,
But
I'm an elite athlete, at least in my head, right? I'm not anymore, but in my head I am. And I go out there, he just crushed me. Didn't even move.
Yeah.
Can't move that well. Didn't need to move that well. Just hit crazy good angles. And that really put like in my head, I was like, I got to get good enough to beat this guy. And I need to do it fast. And I went into this mode of like playing 4 hours in the morning at Durango Hills. And then I would go play 4 hours at night at Lifetime indoors. And so I was playing pickleball 8 hours a day just to try to beat Bud, who's 81 years old, But it lit that competitive spark back in me because, you get out of sports. Like and I played semi-pro over in Germany too, while I was active duty. So that was kind of cool. But you get lazy. You get out of the Army. I wasn't in the Army anymore. It's like 2000, I got out in 2016. Now we're talking about 2002. And I just was kind of lazy. Like I was just sitting around. I would do what I needed to do.
No more morning PT mandatory or anything.
No more PT. And I vowed the day I got my DD214 and left Fort Leavenworth, Kansas, I'm never running for fun again. So, I haven't. So other than pickleball. So I got out of there and, got out there to Durango Hills and it just kind of lit that athletic spark into me. And so I started playing tournaments. I don't do it anymore. I play like charity tournaments and stuff around Vegas, but I started playing. We would travel. My daughter got really good at pickleball, so we would go to Salt Lake City, St. George, Phoenix, LA, and play all the tournaments.
Awesome. Now, so Vegas, I mean, celebrities there all the time, right? Yeah. You got celebrities coming in the store. What's kind of the climate there for you guys? Yeah,
it depends. We do have celebrities, like Larry Fitzgerald was probably the first celebrity to come in the store. That was a Super Bowl that was in Vegas. He was here playing a charity tournament and needed a paddle, and we just happened to be open. So he came in and he bought a Selkirk Lux at like 10 in the morning and drove over to the plaza and played the tournament.
Nice.
We've had a lot of pickleball pros come through here. Jack Sock's been to the stores. A lot of the local pros come by all the time. Salome
Tom Brady sighting yet?
No Tom Brady yet. We saw him at Fountain Blue the other day because he was down there for the Stanley Cup is here.
Yeah.
And so he has the Hall of Excellence in the Fountain Blue. So we saw him down there going to dinner. But we've had other celebrities come in. The goalie for the Golden Knights, he's a big pickleball player. He comes in. Aiden Hill. He comes in. He's a friend of mine now. We played together at Lifetime, and I had no clue who he was. And everybody on the side, because I don't watch hockey, right? So everybody's like, "Do you know who you just played with?" Or I'm like, "No." They're like, "That's Aiden Hill. He's the Golden Knights goalie." I'm like, "Oh, that's cool." He's tall and he had great hands. I was like, "He's obviously an athlete." So.
Yeah, he's fast.
But now he comes to the store anytime he needs. He has a house in Canada. They just got pickleball courts built in his backyard. And so every time he needs a paddle, he comes by. He'll shoot me a text like, "Hey, I'm heading to the store." So I'll come over here and make sure he's taken care of.
Nice. Do you have enough space to add like a half court or a full court somewhere around one of those shops?
So the store that I'm sitting in right now does not have a court, but the girls have been to the other store on Lake Mead in Buffalo. And we have a 10 by 20 built into the floor there. It's the cushion court system by Legendary Sports. I guess shout out Legendary Sports. They came in and put it in, and it's built in. But the property owner's going to hate me when I move out because they're going to have to get this court is built into it's glued to the floor. So they're going to have to scrape that up. But it's awesome because some people want to come in and walk out with a paddle the same day. That's retail, right?
For sure.
Humans, we're kind of we want stuff like right away.
Yeah.
And so they can come in, they can hit the paddle on the court, they can dink with one of my employees or dink with their mom or dink with their husband, wife, whatever. And we don't put a time limit on it. They want to go dink for 30 minutes to an hour, have at it, and then they make the purchase right there. So it's great for sales and it's great for the consumer to be able to come in and actually get a feel for the paddle. I wish the goal was when we opened our second store was to have 2 private courts in the back. Retail store up front, 2 private courts in the back. The problem is I wanted to do it in Henderson, Nevada, right outside of Vegas. And they don't have any mixed zone stuff where you can do recreation and retail unless you put it in a warehouse space. So it wouldn't allow it. And then the space I'm in right now is only about 900 square feet. And this location kind of fell in our lap. We're subleasing it from a sports card shop that's right next to us. And they just didn't need the space. So I was like, "Hey, I'll come in and we'll turn it into a small, boutique pickleball store." And they're like, "Heck yeah." So we worked out a deal with them. And this one's small. The other one's 1,400 square feet, and we have a 10 by 20. Dink. We call it a dink pad, but we've played some highly competitive, aggressive dinks and flicks games in there.
Yeah. No thoughts, and this is just personal to me before I come out, adding a little cigar lounge off to the side?
I mean, no room for it right now, but we did just have the guy I have his card, but he owns the cigar shops in McCarran Airport. And he was like, hey, if you ever want to do something, throw some paddles in my cigar lounge or throw some cigars in your pickleball store, let me know. So that actually just happened last week. So it's funny that you mentioned that.
Oh, fortuitous. That's good.
Yeah.
All right. 3 to 5 years from now, what's G.O.A.T doing? You got 2, 3, 4 more locations? What are you guys doing?
So we have 3 locations right now. We have 2 retail stores and we have 1 pro shop inside the Courts LV, which is an 8-door premier indoor facility that just opened up May 1st. I think if it goes the way my wife wants, then we're good what we're doing. We grow our brand, but we may not open up more locations. Now, I am the go-getter. Like, I want to put a store downtown Phoenix because Phoenix has some tennis shops that sell pickleball gear, but one's in Scottsdale and one's in Chandler, right? Nothing city center around the college, which is where I want to put it, because pickleball in the last 3 years, like I said earlier, 3 years ago, it's all senior citizens playing pickleball. Now, I mean, it's high school kids, it's college kids, it's everybody. And if we could put one right there by ASU, kill it. It would kill it,
Fantastic.
And then maybe one in St. George. I'm still trying to feel that market out. They have Hometown Pickleball, I think is what it's called there in St. George. But they're really like a Jersey print shop with like a pickleball paddle side hustle. I would want to come in there and do like a full-on G.O.A.T Pickleball retail store. Come in and we have a court on the floor. You can hit the paddles and you can take them with you for a week and play with what you want. So I'd say in 3 years, I would hope to have 2 more stores, Phoenix and St. George. St. George could quickly change to like Salt Lake City though, because I feel like St. George is very transient. A lot of retirees, but people travel there to St. George for the tournaments and stuff like that. Otherwise, I know they have a big pickleball community, but honestly, a lot of them drive to Vegas and go to my store on Lake Mead in Buffalo because it's an hour and a half, hour and 45 minutes. They make a day out of it. They get some food in Vegas. They get their pickleball stuff and they head back to St. George. So
fantastic. Evan, where can everybody find you? Obviously we've called out the stores there in Vegas. How are they going to get with you online and all your socials?
Yep. So we're on Instagram, we're G.O.A.T Pickleball. On Facebook, we're G.O.A.T Pickleball. And then if you want to shop the website, it's GOATPickleballstore.com. We ship worldwide. We're one of the only pickleball stores that ships worldwide. We get orders from all over the world almost every day. Yesterday we had a guy order 3 Yola paddles to Macau. He's been ordering paddles like every other week for like the last 2 years. I don't know what he does with them. Not my business what he does with them, but we ship them. But we've shipped to Germany. We ship all over. A lot of stuff to Asia, the Philippines, because I think that the pickleball in Asia is getting massive. And
oh my gosh, yeah.
My hot
and
take,
their showmanship is so much better than ours already, which is upsetting. Like that showing they did in Vietnam.
Yeah. And maybe it's not a hot take, but I think in the next, 3 to 5 years, the top 10 players in the U.S. are all going to be from Asia. It's going to be tough for these guys to keep their reign on pickleball. And this is probably we could do a whole nother podcast on my view of like where professional pickleball is going and has gone in the last 3 years. But I don't, we have a lot of youngsters coming up that are really, really good. And you have a lot of people from Asia that are really, really good. And they're starting to infiltrate already.
Yeah, for sure. And one thing I'll just make sure our listeners know, if they call G.O.A.T, I know you guys and your team are going to spend time with them on the phone. They get them all dialed in with the equipment that they need.
Yeah.
No matter how long it takes, you're going to get them dialed in. I love that personal service. So I just want to make sure I called that out for everybody.
100%. We have a customer in Phoenix where I want to put a store. And when she needs a new paddle, she calls up. She wants to know the exact swing weight, which we have swing weight machines in the stores. She wants to know the static weight. Shout out Thrive. They're the only ones that put that stuff on their packaging, Thrive Pickleball. Nice. But, if she doesn't want to Thrive, then my guys will sit there with her on the phone, swing weight every paddle that she wants to check out, whatever one she wants. We mark it with her name and then she orders it. We ship it off the same day. So we want to make sure you're getting the paddle that you want and you're going to be happy with that paddle.
Awesome. Go find G.O.A.T Pickleball everywhere you can find them. And we'll make sure we're linking them in all of our socials as well. Evan, thanks so much for being on the Big Dink Energy Podcast.
Yep, no problem. Thanks for having me.
It's time for Pick 6.
Thank you, Mr. Announcer Man. It is time for Pick 6, where we take one question and we each bring 2 answers and immediately regret to this segment. Today's Pick 6, bad things for you playing at home, bad things to say on a first date. Bad things to say on a first date.
All right. So, hey, how fertile are you?
Yes.
You smell exactly like I imagined.
Underneath your bed is very dirty.
Oh, Lord.
Hey, I was wondering, could you co-sign something for me?
Oh, gosh. Let's see. Don't worry. I already know your birthday.
Nice.
Stalker.
Fair warning, I cry afterwards.
Oh, after the date?
Whatever. After whatever's happening next.
Truth hurts.
That's right.
Lord.
You notice I didn't eat a big meal, girl.
Go home.
Love that.
Go home.
What do you got at home? Let us know. BDEpodcast.com.
News you can use.
Extra, read all about it.
Oh, God.
Startled me.
Yeah. Bringing the fire tonight.
Love that.
Pickleball just got its own feature movie, and the cast is stacked. Y'all might have heard about this. It's called The Dink, and the trailer dropped not too long ago. It's on Apple TV. This is not some low-budget indie film. This is a legit Hollywood production with a cast that'll make you do a double take. What? We got Jake Johnson, who y'all might know from The New Girl, real funny guy, playing Dusty Boyd, a washed-up tennis pro. Mary Steenburgen, looking sexy as ever, plays Candace, his pickleball partner. Ed Harris, Ben Stiller. He's kind of a big name, I guess. He's the one that produced the film. Patton Oswalt, really funny. Chloe Fineman, SNL. Chris Parnell, SNL, from Archer. Martin Kove. Anybody know Martin Kove?
No.
You do know Martin Kove. He is Creasy from Cobra Kai. He's the bad guy from the Ralph Macchio films.
Karate Kid.
Andy Roddick plays himself, and John McEnroe plays himself.
So there has been a lot of talk about this on social media about how lame the acting is and how it's just bad and how makes pickleball look bad. So I have a different take on that. First of all, dodgeball wasn't real either, but it was hilarious.
It's real to
But
me.
I think dodgeball was also set out to be a parody.
This is a parody.
I'll show you. I'll show our parodies.
This is definitely a parody.
Okay.
But I guess my thing is what are we going to do, a serious pickleball film? Like, who's going to watch that?
I just don't want to get my hopes up because, like, the Lifetime movie
Oh
was
no,
so bad.
I'm sure it's going to be lame. I'm sure, like, just from the trailer, it's like, are you kidding me? It's but
I was
you know
kinda
we're going to
watching
watch it.
Of course, I'm watching it.
We're going to watch it, but I'm like, who cares? At least we have a pickleball movie,
right?
Like, people are going to watch it, like they watch
just have fun.
dodgeball.
I mean, that's valid.
Did we want like something serious?
I mean, I hope we can laugh
Like
with
Gridiron
it. And
or
it's not like
something?
supposed to be serious, and we're looking at it like going, "Oh, that's horrible."
It's a parody. It has Ben Stiller. Like,
Valid.
he's not
That's
the most
very
serious
valid.
actor.
Right.
Now it would have been better.
100%.
It's not like they got Kevin Costner or something.
I think there is like a Dodgeball 2 in the works that's going to be around pickleball. I'm not sure. Maybe this is it, what I was hearing online. But they wanted to make it a real sports movie. Kind of. So pickleball is properly represented. They shot extensive pickleball sequences with both Johnson, the lead, and Steenburgen did their own playing for most of the scene. So watch it with that grain of information.
The trailer was is bad.
Yeah.
It wasn't great. It wasn't great.
But,
it wasn't
I
great.
mean,
But
whatever.
maybe it's made to look that way.
How many pickleball movies do we have 5 years ago?
Yeah,
10 years ago,
also,
20
if
years
you're
ago?
judging it, where's your pickleball movie? Produce one. Let's see what you got.
I'm just saying. I know I probably wouldn't watch a serious one. Like, I like comedies.
Right.
If it's lame,
it's a killer cast.
Yeah,
it's
like,
got to be hilarious.
if it's lame, oh well. Like,
Yeah.
I think it's going to be so funny.
I mean, what
At
else
least I
are you
hope
going to
so.
watch? You know what I mean?
Right.
Because Widow's Bay is over for now.
right.
So what the heck
I'm
else
gonna
are
force
you going to
myself
watch?
that.
Yeah. So I'm looking forward to it just because I'm excited to have a pickleball movie and it's a comedy.
Yay.
Next, I think they need to have like a horror movie. So
pickleball horror movie?
There's a
I love that.
pickleball.
I love horrors in movies.
Oh, stop. Too far.
There are some pickleball horror books. So maybe they'll make one into a movie where like they go, I can't remember what it's called, but my sister read it and she was telling me about it. She didn't actually read it, but somebody goes on a killing spree with the 4 O's or something like that. And I was like, ooh, I kind of want to know about that. But she said it got real political and she didn't like it.
Oh, yeah.
Anyways, I think we should have a horror movie.
Well,
Let's do
sure. I've thought of killing people with my paddle on the court a couple times, so I could definitely see
You
that.
got to do
Anyways,
what you
the
got to
Dink.
do.
I'm excited for it.
You almost tried to kill yourself playing some open play, just falling all over your own feet there, Bambi.
No,
she
I slid.
into home base for sure.
I was
For
trying
sure.
to play baseball instead of pickleball.
That's it for this episode. Unless you've got something to say, think we got it wrong, have a better take, we want to hear it. Find us at bdepodcast.com or at BDE Podcast on the socials. Drop us a message. We might just feature you in the next episode. If you had a good time, well, samesies. If not, maybe try again. We grow on people. So you know the deal. Follow the show, tell a friend, and leave us a review. Or just pretend this never happened. Until next time, keep the dink soft and the energy big.